Hi guys, I'm Matt Jones. I'm in my workshop where I've teamed up with Silverline to create this awesome space for working on all of my bikes. As a professional mountain biker, bike maintenance is paramount, and with all the changing in the weather conditions with winter and spring on the way, I want to talk to you about some tips and tricks and some hacks of how to keep your bike running absolutely smoothly, tip top, and it's just going to benefit your riding from start to finish. First things first, this seems like it's talked about a lot, but I can't stress enough the importance of having a well-oiled chain. And there's actually a choice of both dry chain lubes and wet chain lubes for those two different conditions, summer, winter. Right now we'd be throwing on wet lube for a bike like this, and it's designed for those weather conditions. One of the things when you're going around corners really fast and hitting jumps that affects your bike is your spokes get rattled loose. And using a spoke key, going around the wheel one spoke at a time, and what I always tend to do is just turn the spoke nipple a quarter turn. That's simple. You don't want to go overboard with each one. You want to work your way around the wheel more than once if necessary until they feel taut. If you get any that are like guitar strings on the way around, they definitely need nipping up because your whole bike and the stability of your riding depends on you having tight spokes. It really locks everything together. Another relatively cheap mountain bike upgrade to benefit you for wet weather riding is an upgrade to your grips. So a lock-on grip has a metal collar here or on the outside which actually clamps it to the handlebars and stops them spinning, because a lot of standard mountain bike grips are just a tube of rubber, and when they get wet and rain underneath they spin and it's a nightmare. So that's quite a cheap upgrade to think about. You might already have it, but if not, check out lock-on grips. Now, another consideration for wet weather riding is changing your tyres, because come summer you're going to have the wrong tyres, and right now you might have the wrong tyres. So for that you need to change your tyres. And that can be made really easily by using tyre levers. They're super affordable, and plastic tyre levers are going to allow you to change your slick tyre to a knobbly one. You pop them off the rim, and that brings me to my next point. One thing that has transformed my life is getting an air compressor. And I couldn't believe how cheap they are. I thought a compressor was thousands of pounds, but for less than £100, I can put tyres on the rim, tubeless or not, blow them up completely in like 5 seconds. It's insane. And that is actually cheaper than a lot of mountain bike pumps, which blew my mind. So I've saved hours because I'm always changing my tyres, like I said. So we've talked about grips, and having those lock-on grips to prevent them sliding off the handlebars can actually stop you crashing, which is a massive benefit, a cheap, important upgrade. Keeping your chain well lubed is vital all year. It doesn't matter whether it's winter or summer. But then the tyres is the biggest thing. If you have two sets of tyres for dry and wet weather riding, using tyre levers you can just quickly swap them out, and honestly it's blown my mind having a compressor to save me so much time. I mean, you just throw the air in there, and actually, like I say, being cheaper than a lot of mountain bike pumps is a massive strength. So when you're doing all of this work and this general maintenance, it's important to have some mountain bike tools, or just tools that help you work on bikes. And one thing from the range that's helped me massively is these hex keys. And you can use them in two ways because they've got a T-handle, by going in the long way to get those difficult to reach bolts, or using the end of the T-handle to get maximum leverage. These have been huge for me, and if you go on the Silverline Tools website you'll see a massive range of tools, and a lot of those are actually perfect for working on mountain bikes. So I feel like that's been a pretty interesting overview of keeping your bike well maintained, and most importantly consistent. Having a bike that feels the same throughout all your rides throughout the year is massive. It will make you a better rider and make you feel more comfortable while out on the trails. So if you have any difficulty, hit us up in the comments, but head to Silverline Tools and just check out the range, because there's so much in there that's going to help you become a better rider and just make your life easier while working on the bike. Nice one.